Today we're going to make a metropolitan area network or MAN that consists of two cities between Solo and Bandung. In Solo local area network, we are using the devices one router, one server, one PC, and one printer. For LAN Bandung, we are using one router, one server, and two PC clients. And then router Solo and router Bandung must be connected by serial cable. We are using serial DCE. Before connecting serial cable in router, we have to add a device in a router. The name is WIC2T. And then connect two routers using serial DCE. I'm using serial 0/0/0 in router Solo and also serial 0/0/0 in router Bandung. The next step is configuring the router. Start from Solo router. Go to CLI, then no, enable, configure terminal, and then interface fast Ethernet. I'm using fast Ethernet 0/0, and then IP address. In here, I'm using class A IP address with the number 10.10.10.1 space subnet mask. No shutdown. The second step is configuring the serial of the router by typing command interface serial 0/0/0. No shut, and then clock rate because we are using DCE serial cable. And then IP address, we are using IP address class C with the number 202.132.1.1. This is IP address for class C with the different network ID. Enter and then no shut. After this, we have to configure IP route, for IP route command. We are using IP address for LAN Bandung and then subnet mask and then IP router to connect Solo and Bandung. The last configuration is router RIP. Network space IP address for LAN Bandung. If the router configuration is finished, close CLI command and then go to the next router. Do the same way. Interface FA. For router Bandung, we are using IP address class C that we have written before in router Solo with the host ID 1. No shut, and then go to the serial. No shut, clock rate, then IP address, IP address for router Bandung is using the same network with router Solo, but with the different number of host ID. And then no shut, and then IP root, IP address for LAN Solo, and then subnet mask, and then IP router. The last is router RIP. Network IP address for LAN Solo. After finishing router configuration, and then we have to configure all of the PCs in LAN Solo and Bandung. Start from server Solo. The IP address for LAN Solo is class A IP address. For IP gateway LAN Solo, we are using IP fast Ethernet from router. It is 10.10.10.1. Then configure the client and also the printer. The last one is we have to configure local area network for PCs in LAN Bandung. LAN Bandung is using IP address class C with the number 192.168.10.1 for the IP gateway LAN Bandung. If all of the configuration are finished, we can check the connection by sending a message from LAN Solo to LAN Bandung. Check it again. If one of the message is successful, so our configuration is good.